to resell a Facebook CRM and get 100% of the profits on autopilot. Okay. Now, this is actually fairly easy to do. I've walked you through the whole process. On Monday, we created the products and the sales funnel. And then on Tuesday, I think we created the products. And then on a Wednesday, we created our membership area where we invite, basically automate the onboarding process. Okay. So if you missed any of that, if you're watching on my Facebook profile timeline, you can check that there. You could also go to my YouTube channel. That is definitely the best place. Better to find all of the training anyway. Okay, so if you missed it, you can definitely check that out there. Now, today, what I'm going to talk about is how to find the perfect prospect if you are reselling the Facebook CRM, and how to find them when they're ready to buy, right? So how do you do that? And you guys, I've done so many trainings on this. So I just want to reinforce, if you've seen my videos before and you've seen me do this organic marketing on Facebook, because I've talked about many different strategies and ways that you can generate organic traffic. But on Facebook, that would be the logical place to go because it is a Facebook Messenger CRM. So if someone is doing business on Facebook, they need a Messenger CRM. Okay. Now, there's only a handful of companies that actually do this and have it work on your personal profile. So being a reseller, it really puts you in a good position. Okay. Now, before I get started in all of this, if you would like to try the Facebook Messenger CRM, you can go to myvisionagency.com/GMCRM, which this is easier. Click the link in the description, or you can go to benefits and then click on Genius Messenger CRM. Okay. So let me scroll all the way down here. I want to explain to you the plans. I'm going to show you today the Messenger CRM, because that's an important part of when you're selling anything, even if you're just using the tool, whether you're selling the Messenger CRM or you're selling your services or whatever. I'm going to show you how to utilize this in the process, but also I'm going to show you how to utilize these other tools, because what we want to do is turn our Facebook profile into a sales funnel. Okay. So we're going to go out and look for the people who would be interested in a Facebook Messenger CRM. We're going to send them a friend request, and then we are going to create content that makes them message us, and then we are going to be able to follow up with them in multiple different ways with automation using the CRM. Okay, so there's lots of things that we can use. Now, if you like all of these tools, you can definitely go here. You can sign up for whatever plan you want. If you want all of my tools, including high level and all of the other tier 5 tools, you can click here and join join at the professional plan. Okay. So let's dive into the training here. Now, you can see here that this is my personal Facebook profile. I use mine as a funnel. So I have my own image here. Some people will tell you not to do that. And, I'm sure that different strategies work for different people. All I can tell you is what works for me. Okay. So, I create the image here. I want people to immediately know what I'm doing. Okay. If they see that I'm immediately, they see, oh, she's doing, whatever. She must be a software reseller, or, I'm not quite sure what she's doing, but I'm not interested. That is fine. It saves us both the trouble. Okay. And if they are interested, then great. They can accept my friend request. And then now we're already on a good page, right? You definitely want to fill out all of this. I have other training as well on how to, make sure all this is filled out. You can utilize the pinned post here, things like that. Okay, so let's actually go out and let's go to the Facebook groups and let's find people who would be interested in our Facebook CRM. Okay, so I'm actually going to go back to the home page here. I'm going to go to groups, and I want to search the groups that I'm already in because I don't need to join them again. So let's see, like I'm in high level. Okay, this is a perfect example. All right, now to know really how to position your tool, whether it's a tool or a service or whatever, you have to think like, what problem does this solve? and who are the people who have the problem. Okay. Now, one great group to go to is high level. Why? Because our CRM integrates with high level. Okay. So when you're adding people to your sales pipeline within the CRM, you can also integrate it directly via API with high level. So that is already a great option, right? You go to high level group, and now what do? Okay. Now there are multiple ways that you can attack this. Okay. One way is click on the members here and then just use Friend Connector. And again, this is available in the Essentials Plus plan or the Professional plan. You can use Friend Connector and you can send, and again, I have detailed training on all of these things if you want more specific training on Friend Connector. But you can set all of this up, and what happens is you choose your criteria, and you can, even choose what country or tier level, different keywords or keywords you want to omit, and then you run this, and what it does is it just goes through and it sends friend requests to all the people in the group. Okay. That's one way of doing it. Okay. And that way works fine. But a better way is to actually post content in that group. Okay. So if I was just thinking about, what am I going to show them to post? Okay. What's really cool is you can see this here, that high level actually just showed the version of the new beta version of the app. We have a lead connector app within high level that you can access your CRM. And it just got, they released what the version of it looks like to allow invoicing. Okay. So Sean already posted the video here, but one thing I like to do is like and this is a real easy way to get content when you are already a user, because I'm already a user. And when I saw this video, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, now we can do invoices directly in the mobile app. Okay. So that's a really good indicator. If you're happy about it, then you should post something about it. So what I did is just copy the screenshot from the video, and I'm going to say, OMG, we can, or let's see, have you seen the invoicing option in the lead connector app? Super cool. And then I'm going to say, it's still in beta, but super exciting. And that is true. And I'm going to even throw in a shout out to the high level team. And I'm showing you guys that I'm posting this, but I'm not being like generic when I'm actually thinking of this. I literally was thinking when I saw this video that we can now do that, or at least it's in beta, so it's coming. I sincerely was thinking, oh my gosh, that is totally awesome, super cool. And I was thinking, yeah, high level team is awesome. So I legitimately in my heart was thinking that. So if you're watching this thinking, oh, when she posts that, she's not sincere. That's not true, because I really am sincerely excited. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this, okay? Now, people will see this and they will be like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. And they'll start commenting. And then now I have a conversation starter with them, right? We can talk about, yeah, it is so cool. And oh, I can't wait till they come out with this feature. And this is how this happens, right? I'm not being spammy. I'm actually giving a shout out to high level. So that is beneficial to them. But also I'm kind of introducing myself. So what happens, people start commenting and engaging on this post. And then I can come back and use Friend Connector, and I can send all of these people a friend request who have engaged with my post. Okay. Now it doesn't have to be my post. It can be someone else's. So that's even cool too. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. So this is basically the same process. You can choose reactions and comments. You can even choose the specific reaction. It won't let me do that because I don't have any reactions yet. But I could choose this specific reaction. I can choose my auto lookup, which if there's a lot of comments, you may want to choose like the maybe 9 minutes or 5 minutes, because, keep in mind that when you're using robots, that are not, Facebook doesn't want you to use these. You have to mimic human behavior. Okay. So I would say maybe 5 minutes or something. And I could even be more specific. But what I definitely like to do is choose friend. You can choose the mutual friends, whether you have greater than or equal to a certain number or less than or equal to. I love to choose like 20. I really don't like to accept friend requests from people that I don't have at least 20 mutual friends, because I have done a lot of work to build my Facebook profile up with really my targeted people. And I don't really mean targeted customer. I mean the people that I want in my network, people who are high level agency owners, people who are working with tier five, because I love to learn from them. It's not just so much about me selling. Plus, the benefit of that is I may have a solution that they need for their business, and they may have a solution that I need in my business. So it's actually mutually beneficial. Okay. So I like to choose 20. And again, you can use keywords or negative keywords, and you can even send them a message immediately, but I don't typically like to do that. So you can choose from your message groups and all that. And again, I have training on that if you want to check it out on my YouTube channel. So once you get all of this set, then you click run, and then it will send a friend request for you to all the people who met that criteria. Okay, so that's another great way of getting leads. Now, maybe you have no idea what to post, and maybe you have no idea what to do, right? So we can actually use another tool here, Guru Flu, and we can scan the group. Okay. And we can assign different points. Like maybe we want to give a lot of points to the posts that have lots of comments, right? Because what it's going to do is it's going to scan all the posts in the group, and then it's going to show me the ones that have the highest points according to the criteria I've set. So let's go ahead and do scan now. And it's going to scan the high level group, and it's going to tell me what posts are make sure that I had it in the right spot. Yeah. So it's going to tell me what posts have gotten the most engagement, and then it's also going to tell me the people who are posting in the group that get the most engagement on their posts. Okay, so I'm going to get two valuable pieces of information: the posts that get a lot of engagement for this specific group, and also the people who are posting, right? So this tells me that I can send friend requests. So let's go ahead and click in here, and let's go to scan data, and we're in the high level group. So I can see that Jonathan Ward, he posted something here that got a lot of points. So if I want to look at it, I can see, okay, public service announcement. Can we please, okay, so he is, asking for something or integrating something. And then lots of people are commenting. Okay, so I could go to his post, and I could use my friend connector, and I could do the exact same thing, right? What that tells me is these people are active in the group because they posted. He just did that 15 hours ago. I can set my mutual friends and my filters and all of that. And then this runs for me, and I don't have to worry about it. Okay. So that's definitely one way. But maybe I also want to go to the influencers, because I want to, like I said, I love to fill my Facebook profile with people who are serious about their business. I'm not interested in spammers. I'm not interested in, different like companies. Paparazzi was a big one that I just refused. I don't even know if they're still doing that, but I just refused to take any friends that had who were promoting paparazzi. But what you can do is look at the different influencers. So if I want to look at Jonathan Ward, maybe I want to scroll through his timeline. Does he, has he been, for one, I want to know, has he been on Facebook for a while? And, does he look like someone that I would want to send a friend request to? And I actually I think I'm already friends with him. I think so. So you can decide there, right? So now what Guru Flu has done is it's given you content ideas, it's given you posts that you can send friend requests from, and it's giving you the influencers that you can send friend requests to. Okay. So now once you have them in your Facebook profile, what you can do is you can start utilizing the engagement tools. Okay. And the engagement tools are in this package here, the Essentials Plus. Okay. So you can use all of the, let me get back here to my profile. Like for example, biggest fan. Okay, biggest fan will allow you to automatically engage with your friend's timeline when they go live. Okay, so you can maybe Trevor. I know Trevor Martin. He goes live almost every day. Keck goes live almost every day. If I am not active on Facebook very much, I can still send them a bunch of hearts and likes and all of that, and engage and help them to engage, right? And show them, hey, love the content. Because even if I'm not there, I still want to cheer them on and I want to say, yes, I love it. You did it. You did a live today. I love it. So you can do that there. You also, we have Engagement Monster that will engage also. It will like different posts, different things. Okay, so lots of engagement tools that I already have training on. I don't want to bore you with all that. We do have the friend disconnector here. So once you have filled up your timeline, you know, we only have 5,000 friends. So if you want to start sending or unfriending people who are not engaging and not, you know, sending messages or maybe not even a real profile, you can do that here. Okay. What's also cool is you can use Post Profits. Okay. Now I utilize Post Profits Pro so many ways. For example, here's a post that I did that I pinned. Now this is a great post. Why? Because it's hitting pain points and it's showing social proof. Okay. But you can see here that I have 164 comments here, and they're filled with people asking for more information. Okay. Now this would be like a full-time job if I actually manually responded to all of these people. So what I did was I used Post Profits Pro. Let me actually get in and here. And again, I have training on this also. And then I created like a little campaign here. Okay, so what happens is I engage that, and then it's going to go through this post and it's going to look for all of the comments that people have made, and then it's going to respond. Now I can tell it, hey, look for, like, for example, some posts I'll say, comment below coaching if you want my coaching training. And then people will comment coaching, and then I can set up an automatic reply for the people who commented that, and then say, hey, I'll send you more information, like it's getting ready to say. And then I can send them a message inside of Messenger and with the information. Okay. So this helps me to, now I have all of these people commenting on this post, but I am not actually having to engage and then, you know, copy and paste and send the same post over and over again. Post Profits Pro does that for me. Okay. There is a delay because I set it up that way because again, we're trying to replicate human behavior. Okay. So I've set it up to delay in between posts. I've also created messages and message segments so that it's a different thing that I'm commenting every time. You can see, check your messenger. I'm sending you a training I did to show how to do this. I actually created a training to show how to do this. I'll send it to you. So I'm responding in different ways, which is another strategy to make sure that you are replicating human behavior. Okay. So Post Profits Pro, definitely cool. All right. You can also, on your personal Facebook profile, you can schedule posts. We have a post scheduler that also, that does work on your personal Facebook profile. It also will post in groups, even if you're not an admin. Okay. As long as it's a group that allows you to post, like High Level is a group that allows me to post. And so I could automatically create content in here in the post scheduler. I do have training on this specifically if you want to know more about it. But you can add your content here and you can use it just like any other content scheduler, except what's cool about this is it works on your personal profile. Okay. We also have Meffin Evan, which is actually a Facebook autoresponder for your messenger. Okay. Now I actually just started using this because we have so many tools that I've just been, you know, working away and implementing each of them as a need arises. And that's the beautiful part about having so many tools in the program, is every time I think, oh, I would love it if I had something that does this, I do, because I have so many tools to choose from. Doesn't mean you have to use them all, but it's great that you have them at your disposal. Okay. So if someone messages me, hello or hi, which I know is super annoying, we all hate that. I actually have my autoresponder set up to where it will send them a message, hi, and then it will add their first name with an explanation. Okay. So I don't have to do anything. It automatically does that. I can have, I can go to my Messenger settings and I can create different segments and different groups. I mean, I can get pretty advanced with it if I want to, but super cool. Now you can see that my post profits is actually sending that message to say, hey, here is my coaching. I didn't have to do any of that stuff. Okay. So that is how you can go find the people. Okay. Let me get out of all this. Okay, so that's how you can go find the people. That's how you can create content that makes them want to respond to you. Sometimes you'll have people just messaging you anyway. Maybe you did a Facebook Live or something, but the goal of using all of these tools is to get the targeted people inside of your Facebook profile. Okay. Now, once they're inside of the profile, the next goal is to get them to message you for information. Don't message them. I mean, I know some people do it and maybe that works for them, but that is not my style. I don't like to do that at all. I think it's more of a challenge and I think it's more creative and takes more skill to create the content and then have the people message me. Okay. I don't like to go in for the kiss before the first date. Okay. So now all these people are asking for information, right? Then they're going to end up in Messenger. Okay. So you can see that Melissa right now, she just messaged me and says, how does your membership work? Do you know why Melissa messaged me that? Because I chose Melissa. Melissa met my criteria. My system sent her a friend request, and now I have created the content, and Melissa has seen it, and she has thought, hey, that may be a solution that I'm looking for. Okay. So that's how that whole process works. Now let's actually dive into the CRM. Okay. This is my actual CRM, which it's just a Google Chrome, or it actually works on other extensions or browsers as well. But the extension looks like this. Now I do have this integrated with my high level CRM. Okay. So you don't have to, but you can, add different like labels and tags and different things to people. And then you can also, if you wanted to move them into a stage into your own pipeline, it will show up in high level. So if you want to mainly work out of high level, you could do that. Okay. So here is my back end. All right. Now, I can message people here. So maybe once a day I wanted to come to I have this label here for the people who I've sent free tools with that maybe I want to follow up with. I have 59 people here. I also have these people that I want to follow up with. They're in my follow-up category. These gray ones are my high level tag or my pipeline stages. And then I have these that I've created inside of high level or the inside of Genius Messenger. Okay. So I have my hot leads, my warm leads, cold, my business connections that I don't want to send marketing things to, and then my customers and members. Okay. And so what's cool about this is not only can I just use Messenger like normal, like let me go up here and then open up my actual Messenger. And then you can see here that I have all of these labels here. Okay. So what's cool and what I like to do every day is I just come here and then I look for all of my unread messages. Okay. Because these are all the people who have messaged me and who I have not responded to yet. So that really, really helps because it helps you to not miss things, but also you don't have to search through all of the different messages looking for people who you have not responded to. Okay. Now I can also look for all of the people who have sent me a message I haven't read and who are unlabeled. Okay. Now, to me, the way that I have my system set up, if they're unlabeled, that means that I have not spoken to them at all. Okay. So we're not even in the cold leads yet, right? So I haven't spoken to them at all, but they messaged me. Okay. So I do want to speak to these people and I do want to label them. So let's go ahead and check out Gadil Myron. Okay, so he says, hey, nice to connect with you. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so I do want to respond to this person. And I'm going to say, hey, Gadil, I'm good. How are you? Okay. Now, to be quite honest, I usually don't respond to these people because I feel like it's usually a robot, or it's not sincere. Because, and this is why I don't like to and again, you may have a different strategy, but this is my personal opinion from my experience. um I it could be a robot, but also I don't feel like it's sincere, because really, honestly, when people accept your friend request, do they really care how you're doing? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe I'm too jaded. I've been in marketing too long or something. But that's my personal opinion, right? But I will, and someone messages, "Hey," it's like, I don't know. But here is one. Let's see, David Jones. What did he have to say? Thanks for reaching out, Bridget. Nice to make your acquaintance. I am David from Barbados. Okay, so I could, send them. I could create a video. This person created a video, but honestly, I don't usually respond to that. This person, Brian, I do like his strategy. Okay, because where was he? I think I just lost him. I do like his strategy because he did send a video, but there was a lot of text, and I don't know. I just kind of feel like messaging people right away, no matter how you do it, just seems spammy. John says, "Thank you for connecting with me." So that's cool. Let's look at some of the other ones that I've already. Um, let's see. So let's see. Let's look for the tags. And let's see Melissa here. Let's see what Melissa says. Okay, so right now, I know that Melissa has asked for information before, and that's the only reason that I sent her. So I had a automated message that followed up. And then I also had an automated message that says, if you missed it, I started a new series. Okay. It's because here's what I'm thinking, right? Melissa, and if you're watching, Melissa, hello. So Melissa had asked for more information. So I sent her a training series that I had done on how to resell software. So I hadn't heard from Melissa, and I had a lot of people who requested this, and I was using Post Profits Pro, and so I created a broadcast message and I sent it out to everyone saying, "Hey, I just wanted to follow up with you about the info I sent from you. Is there something?" Is this something you are ready to get started on today? If not, what's holding you back? And then I hadn't heard anything from her again. So I sent out, and of course, that keeps her in a certain category in my CRM. So when I hadn't heard back, then she still remains in that category. And so I sent another message saying, "Howdy, Melissa. In case you missed it, I started a new series on reselling software." Now, why would I send that to her? Because she already asked me for information, and I'm not being spammy, right? Because she already asked me. But I definitely want to let her know, like, hey, actually, and this is total truth, okay? So many people responded about this that I decided, hey, I need to go live on my personal Facebook profile. And I'm just going to show everyone, step by step how you do it with Genius Messenger CRM, because my previous training series was all about setting up tier 5. Okay, so that was my whole logic with that. And then I'm saying, hey, if you missed it, check this out. And I also want her to know that I am going to be live, right, on my timeline. And that is me generating content, but it's also generating content that she would be interested in. Okay, so she says, "Hi, Bridget. I like what you do and what you've done. Great work. Question: I just joined High Level as SaaS. How does your membership work for someone like me?" Okay, so now I can respond to Melissa and I can say, let's see. Let me think about this. So you joined High Level. How does your membership work for someone like me? So this is so funny because Melissa could be watching this. So I'm going to say High Level is awesome. But I have actually added over 40 additional, or actually it's 30 additional tools inside of my program as a reseller. And then I charge a membership. And then I'm going to say, would you like uh, me to give you a call and we can chat? What would be a good time for you? Okay. Now, this is how I like to address this, okay? Because I can see that she's already using high level of SaaS. Okay. So this is why I love to have high level friends in my friends profile. Okay. Because, and you may think, well, that's counterproductive because you're promoting high level. I am, but this is another reason why you need to have multiple solutions. Okay. I love to have high level people. You know why? Because that tells me that Melissa is willing to invest in her business. High level's not cheap. So she probably has a few clients at least, right? And now she's reaching out to me, and she's saying, hey, I'm using high level too. How does that work? How does your membership work? Okay. So Melissa may be interested in just the training aspect of what I'm teaching and the support within my network, because we have 100 and I think 100 and over 160 members at this point. So Melissa may benefit from the network and having like freelancers who are also using high level. Melissa may benefit, from the training and the Friday Q&A. She may benefit just by seeing, how we do things. She may like the way that I have it set up and then be interested in my snapshot. She may want to become a tier 5 or a Genius Messenger CRM partner. I have so many solutions that I can help Melissa with, but also I want to hear what is Melissa doing. Maybe she has a really cool way that she has her agency structured. Maybe she has another tool that she's reselling as well. Maybe Melissa needs support for her high level SaaS, and then I can refer her to my support team. There's lots of things that I can talk to Melissa about, but for me to like try to form this, all of those things and really get a good grasp on which solution would be best for Melissa, because again, I have lots of solutions. I can meet Melissa wherever she's at, right? I don't care if Melissa just signed up for high level yesterday and she is struggling to get things figured out, or she's been in the marketing game for a while and she is making way more money than me, but she is not good at automation and different things and is just reaching out for that guidance, right? So I have so many ways that I can help Melissa, but it's not about me. It's about me trying to figure out how I can help her. Okay. So every conversation that you have inside of your messenger, don't think I'm just going to sell them something, because you don't even know what they need yet. You have to talk to them and figure out where are they at and what are they doing, and what, in your professional opinion, what would you recommend would be the best thing for them to help them meet their goal. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and send that to Melissa. Now, if Melissa messages me back and she's like, hey, I'm actually free in an hour, then I will call her in an hour. Okay. I don't so much like to just share my booking calendar link. I like to find out what's a good time for them and then see if I can work it in. And if it's not a good time, then I can say, what time would work for you tomorrow? I'm free between, 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. And then, see if we can work out a good time. And then what I'm going to do is go into my high level CRM, and then I'm going to book the appointment manually. And then we'll have a meeting, right? And she'll get all of my automations and things like that. Okay. So this is really the process. Okay. I don't like to go through this, every single day, all day, and respond to people and all those things. But the thing that's so cool about when you create content is that, especially when you're creating content on your personal profile, and then people are messaging you and you've already filled your profile with the people who would be interested in that content, you're really opening the door without ever being pushy. Okay. All I want to say is, these are the solutions I have. And if you're interested, let me know and let's talk, right? I'm not going to be pushy. Now, like I was telling you, there are times that you do want to use the automation. And for example, when I started this training series this week, all of the people that I had in my my hot leads, let me go down here. All the people I had in my hot leads, I wanted to send a message and let them know about the training. Okay, so what you can do is you can go to your message segments here, and then you can create a message segment. You can see this one here. What a message segment is basically like what you want to say, and then if you create variations of that, then again, it's kind of like mimicking human behavior. So I'm saying the same thing here, except I'm rewording it enough to where it kind of tricks the algorithm, and it's like, oh, okay, she's posting something new every time. Okay, so I actually created the message segment here, and then I went to my message groups, and then I created a group that just had that one segment in there, which you can put multiple. I mean, I have seen like people really have big elaborate messaging segments and groups. And then once you create that, then you can see here that I actually sent out a broadcast message to 115 friends to let them know, like, hey, if you're interested, I am going to be live at 2 p.m. For, and I'm going to actually walk through the process. Okay, so that's not spammy. And I never got a message back from anyone saying, why did you spam me or block me or any of that stuff? Because these are already people who asked me about information, and I am now letting them know, hey, if you have not watched the training videos, which I understand because people get busy and oftentimes we're sent training videos that we never watch, right? But I'm saying, like, hey, I understand if you're busy, but I am going to be live today at 2 p.m. I'm going to be showing how to do this. And then that gives them the opportunity to answer questions. It's kind of like inviting them to a webinar, right? So that is how you can do that. And then when you send your broadcast message, and you can look here, you can send it to, different tags or people that you have labeled. So like maybe like I chose my hot leads. Okay. And then I can choose by gender or intervals. And I will say, if you're going to send, like I sent 115, then you definitely want to maybe do like 10 minutes in between, because we do want to mimic human behavior. Okay. Because that's a lot of messages. And if you are just sitting there pasting over and over and over again, even that, Facebook would say, hey, you're blocked from using this feature because you're doing the same thing over and over again, like mimicking a robot, right? So we want our robot to mimic human behavior. So then we would choose our message group. So I have Miss Training here. When do you want it to start? And this is really cool too. You can limit the number of people. So let's say that for this campaign, I only wanted like to message 20 people. I could do that. And then what's really cool too is I can also, like, let's say that this was a follow-up group. I could actually choose to change them from follow-up to a different label. So maybe I wanted to change from follow-up to like hot leads or something like that, right? So I can set all of these automations here and then send broadcast. And then what happens is Genius Messenger will send all of the people in my hot leads label, which were the 115, will send all of those people one of the 3 variations of the messages. Okay. And of course, you also have your pipelines here that you can see here that I have all my high level pipelines, and then I also have some that I've created here. So you can have a pipeline here, or you can choose one of the ones that you have integrated with high level if you have high level. Also, you can use the global templates, which I absolutely love. And I'll do more training on this next week on actually using Genius Messenger. But it's important to know when you're working through the whole process, for one, why I would set up an offer like this. Okay, because if we're going back to our offer, this is for Genius Messenger. This is for Genius Messenger plus all of these tools here. Okay, so now what this does is this stands out among the competition, right? Because you might Google Genius Messenger and you might find, hundreds of people who are also partners and reselling it, and it may be cheaper. But you're going to go back to me and you're going to say, well, it might be cheaper, but for $67, I can actually get Friend Connector, which sells for $27 a month, Group Monkey, which is like $47 a month, Friend Disconnector, $47 a month. So all of these tools I can get from Bridget for $67. So now I have added value to my specific offer, even though we're promoting the same tools. And then also I'm promoting my program where you can get all the tools, right? So that's a way that you want to establish your value, but also it shows you by walking through this whole process why I have paired these two, even though they're two different partners, because I'm a reseller of all of them, I'm able to pair these offers together to make an even better offer than what the original partnership had. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. All right, so I do want to see if I have any questions. I see that Ricky is here. Hello. Maria says volume is good for me. Yay. I think She Trades says volume's very low here and on LinkedIn. Hopefully it's all good. Maria says it's good. Thank you so much. Hello, Maria. Okay, so again, thank you so much for joining me. If you are interested in becoming a partner, um, of Genius Messenger, or you just want to use it, I really encourage you to go create a free trial. And if you're ready to just jump on board with the program, you can actually join the professional level and or with the professional plan within my agency. You get the Genius Messenger CRM, you get all of those tools. You also get high level, and you get some additional software here as well. So really, there's about over $4,000 worth of software, and I haven't even talked about the white label content, the 950 done for you email campaigns, the Noisy account, the free Noisy account that you get that you can network with all of my members, and the live training and support and all of that stuff. Okay, so lots of really cool things. That's really my whole program in an overview, and that's how you can be a software reseller and combine all of these different tools, because you can see I just showed you how I combined Tier 5 and Genius Messenger, and then in my main program I'm combining Tier 5, Genius Messenger, and high level. Okay, so all of these tools I've combined into one membership program to provide massive discounts on really awesome software. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow for our Friday Q&A. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.